congressmen na palagi na lang nagre-request ng funding sa nature. Dito po lalabas lahat ito. Nakikita po namin. Meron po tayong municipal rivers. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. We have 18 major river basins, as I initially pointed out. We have 403 principal rivers all over the country, and I think we have more than 4,000 small rivers, tributaries to the principal rivers. Not mentioning actually, of course, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Secretary, this is important because one by one, we will be able to look into the significance why we're supposed to see the difference between the national and the municipal rivers.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yung mga national rivers po, ito yung jurisdiction ng national office.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Correct, Mr. Chairman.
Yung municipal rivers, ano po ang, di ba LGU ito?
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Ngayon, ito po yung pinanggagalingan ng katakot-takot na corruption. I will tell you, palagay ko alam mo na rin naman ito. Kung minsan po, at pangkaraniwan, hindi lang minsan, pangmaramihan na to, para sa ganon, makakuha sila ng project. Kasi wala namang project ang LG. Wala siyang pondo eh. Ang gagamitin po nila na project, sasabihin niya, tributary to a national river. Kasi pag ginamit mo na tributary siya sa national river, kinokonekta mo siya doon eh. Makakakuha siya ng pondo eh. Tama po o hindi?
Ako po, Mr. Chairman.
Yun pong, there are two kinds of flood control projects. One, those with feasibility studies. Tama po.
Tama po, Mr. Chairman.
And those without feasibility studies.
Tama rin po, Mr. Chairman.
Dito po sa may feasibility studies, Mr. Chair, Mr. Secretary, yung request for funding normally comes from the Unified Program Management Office, Flood Control Management Cluster, UPMO, FCMC. That's correct?
Correct, Mr. Chairman, yes.
The amount of the project is more than the jurisdiction of regional directors. Hence, public bidding is in the central office. That's correct.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
Most of this funding are ODA funds, usually from the ADB.
From various lending institutions, Mr. Chairman, not only with ADB.
Yes,
Correct, Mr. Chairman.
marami, but usually ADB din pinanggagalingan. UPMO is headed by Yusek Emil Sadain.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your presence. FCMC is now headed by
Director Ramon Ariola, Mr. Chairman.
the third.
The third. Yes.
Yung without feasibility study, Mr. Chair, paano po yung request for funding? How does it start?
It starts with, I can only explain, Mr. Chair, when it is included into our National Expenditure Program proposals. No? These projects would have undergone some prioritization at the provincial level, and then it has to be elevated to the regional development councils, and it will form actually the regional project proposals. From the regional project proposals, they will call out the priorities that will be equivalent to the allocated allocation for each engineering district or legislative district, Mr. Chair.
Yung source nito, Mr. Secretary, is the regular fund. Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
As opposed to the projects with feasibility o the funds yun eh.
O the funds yun, Mr. Chair.
Ang basis ninyo sa request for funding is Department Order number what? Department Order number 23, series of 2015. Am I correct?
You're correct, Mr. Chair.
Kasi po, Mr. Secretary, kaya po natin iniisa-isa ito para maintindihan nating lahat. Meron pong jurisdictional amount kasi.
Yes.
Yung district offices, district engineers offices, 100 million. Tama?
150 million level nila, Mr.
150.
Chair. 150 million, Mr. Chair.
O yung regional district offices,
Above 150 to 400 million, Your Honor.
national offices above what?
No limit, Mr. Chair.
No limit. Pero lahat po ng ito, Mr. Secretary, either ito po ay prosecuted by District Engineer's Office with the threshold amount as you have stated, regional district offices with the threshold amount, and national offices with unlimited amount. Lahat po ng mga contractors nito are required to have the SLCC. Am I correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
SLCC is single largest contract completed,
That's correct, Your Honor.
which is based on the new government procurement plan or law, RA 12009. Tama po.
Tama po, Your Honor.
Meron po kayong implementing office. Ito yung UPMO, FCMC. Pagkatapos sa ilalim po nito, meron kayong project director. At pagkatapos meron pang project managers, may project engineers.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Sigurado po ba kayo na lahat ng mga projects na na-execute merong SLCC?
Your Honor, these are foreign funded projects, and most of the engaged contractors dito are actually foreign contractors, Your Honor.
Alam ko po yun, kasi yung ODA, meron silang funding provision.
Yes, Mr. Honor.
The contractor follows the personality or the nationality of the funding country. Parang karaniwan ganun eh.
In bilateral agreements, Your Honor.
Yes. Pero sa mga projects, for example, ng ADB, dahil kung minsan wala nang gustong pumasok, in-invite nila yung mga international contractors.
That's correct.
Dito pumapasok ang joint venture eh. Tama po.
Tama, Your Honor.
Paano po natin namomonitor yung mga joint ventures na kasi para magkaroon lang siya ng SLCC, kung makikipag-joint venture siya sa isang, let's say, Chinese contractor. Pero hindi yung Chinese ang gagawa. Ang gagawa yung local. Nangyayari po ba ito?
Your Honor, especially itong mga foreign assisted projects, ODA projects, they go through a very stringent process of selection po yung mga contractors po nito. And in the implementation of these projects po, meron din pong overseer consultants actually that will oversee the day-to-day implementation of these projects, Mr. Chair. So, if there would be subcontractors that would have to be engaged by the principal contractor, this will have to go through a process of evaluation and approval, Mr. Chair. We cannot actually accept. I mean, the bank and the funding banks or agencies will not agree, will not approve any subcontractor unless they go through the approval process, Mr. Chair.
Before I continue, Sir Secretary, let me just acknowledge the arrival of Senator Mig Subiri. Please.
So it's a very stringent process, Mr. Chair, for official development assistance or foreign funded projects actually in the engagement of the contractors, Mr. Chair.
Actually, Mr. Secretary, yung sinasabi mong strict guidelines, that's debatable kasi ito nangyayari ito, this is an open secret. Halimbawa, doon sa isang flood control project na meron ng feasibility study, may mga enterprising congressmen. They will request that these projects be implemented by the district engineering office. Sa mga nakaraan GIA natin, makikita mo yan. For example, the project is budgeted for 500 million to 1 billion pesos. It will be divided into several small projects, say 50 million to 100 million each. Kaya makikita mo, as observed by the President, bakit ay kakanyang pare-parehong 100 billion, 100 billion, 100. Para bang there are 2 or 3 or even 10 major projects, flood control projects na talagang ang compute, para ba parehong-pareho yung cost eh. This is impossible. Kaya lang talagang binrake mo na dun sa ano eh. May break up na kasi. Kailangan talaga eh. Kaya pagpaparti-parti na lang sa 100. Kasi ang ano dito, Secretary, alam mo naman ito eh. Para sa ganon yung congressman, maibigay niyo doon sa favored contractor. Magagawa natin ito. And we can prove this. This office will just ask, for example, from the Office of the Undersecretary for Planning and PPP Services. Yusek Cabral yata ito, sir.
Your Honor, yes.
Kapag na-request po ng Blue Ribbon Committee, sino-sino yung katakot
materials, standards and specifications, and the MOA between DPWH and DepEd regarding classroom construction, terms of reference, and other related DepEd and DPWH orders. Si Yusek Ayapana po yung nag-attend. May we get your commitment to submit all of these documents before our TWG, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, Your Honor. I think I have signed actually the transmittal of that document
Okay.
yesterday, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Ito po yung mga tanong ko. So, magkano po sa ating NEP ang flood control po for 2026?
I think it's about 243
243.
billion.
Okay. Itong 243 billion for 2026, Mr. Secretary, ito ba ay nakalapat dun sa mga areas na pinaka-flood prone? Or may makikita pa rin tayo mga proyekto na wala sa mga top areas?
That amount is distributed all over the country in its legislative district.
Okay.
I'm afraid, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Secretary, ibig sabihin, whether yung lugar ay flood prone o hindi, meron silang pang flood control project.
That's probably the...
Is that a wise assessment, Mr. President, considering that there are some provinces na di hamak mas flood prone kaysa sa iba?
Well, what I can only say, Your Honor, is actually these are actually the local priority projects that have been proposed per legislative district.
Okay. So you're saying, Mr. President, ito yung request ng mga kongresista, no?
Yes.
At mga maybe mayors and governors as well, or just congressmen?
Mostly, well, I don't know how the considerations from the local governments, but as far as I know, these are actually the projects that are incorporated in the allocation for each legislative district. Your
Okay.
Honor.
Hindi kaya, Mr. Secretary, since nandito na rin po tayo, yung presidente na po mismo ang nagtawag ng investigasyon at nag-audit po tayo, hindi ho ba, we have time, we actually have a few months left, hindi ho ba mas magandang i-reallocate natin itong 243 billion base sa pinaka-flood prone areas? Parang doon na rin man tayo papunta, no? Mr. Chairman, di ba? Doon na rin tayo papunta. Hindi ho ba, may oras pa naman na baguhin ito. at i-allocate natin siya sa mga lugar na pinaka-flood prone. Do you welcome that, Mr. Secretary?
Well, yes, Your Honor, if that would be the consensus of...
Okay. Ang hihingin siguro natin, Mr. Secretary, meron na tayong top areas na flood prone. Tama po, no? By province.
Yes, po.
Baka po gusto nyo, i-breakdown nyo po yan by municipality or by city para pwede ho nating ma-allocate yung flood control base po talaga sa pangailangan. Would you welcome that, Mr.
Yeah,
Secretary?
of course, Your Honor.
Okay, kasi parang para po sa akin, hindi tama na merong flood control budget ang mga lugar na walang flooding. Di ho ba, no? So I think that's something we can work on. The DBM secretary is here. Maybe as one of the output, marami pong output itong investigation natin, maybe one of the output could be a flood control budget na talagang ina-address yung flood control. Kasi sabi nga po, may mga lugar maliit ang nakukuha, sila naman po yung pinaka-flooded. At may mga lugar nakakakuha ng funding, wala naman silang flooding. Di ho ba, no? Okay, first. So we would welcome that. Maybe po, as part of this investigation, you can come up with sa tingin ninyo, ano ba dapat ang tamang flood control budget sa ating budget? No? Kasi ang sinasabi po nyo, request kasi ito wala kaming magawa. No? But the NEP, if I'm not mistaken, comes from the executive, right? And the executive, the chief executive himself is calling for an investigation and an audit, post-audit. Baka pwede po kayo mag-submit. Ito dapat ang flood control sa Pilipinas. We would welcome that, Mr. Secretary.
Your Honor.
Alright. Pangalawa, so meron na po tayong, sabihin na po nating mas responsive na flood control budget. Para po kasi sa akin, mahirap tanggapin. Unang-una, maraming salamat at inamin po ninyo na may ghost project. No? That in itself is already a huge admission. Pero itong ghost project po, palagay ko napakaraming tao ang kailangan magbulag-bulagan para magkaroon ng ghost project na ganito po kalaki. No? Kasi billion-billion po ito. It is a billion peso project at hindi naman po ito nabubuo in 1 month. Gaano po katagal usually yung mga flood control project? Ilang buwan po yan o ilang taon po yan bago po mabuo?
Well, Your Honor, any project, for that matter, that is included into the National Expenditure Program, we have 2 years actually to
2 years.
implement. Yes.
So kung may ghost project po kasi, ibig sabihin nun, 2 taon na nagbulag-bulagan po yung mga kasama ho natin. Ano? Kasi it's quite surprising for me. No? Nakikita ho namin sa news na may mga underspec o kulang yung, ano ba tawag doon? Sheet pile ba yun? Kulang ng haba. You know, naintindihan ko yun na pwedeng itago. Pero pag ghost ko kasi at wala talagang ginawa, ilang tao yung kasama ho dyan para magkaroon ng ghost project na 2 taon nang nakalipas, doon lang ho natin malalaman. How many people? Is that the whole district? Is that sa head office, sa COA? Sa tingin po ninyo, sino-sino po yung mga dapat po nag-check po niyan? Pwede niyo pong banggitin? Who are the personnel who have to be involved? Kasi billion-billion po ito, tapos walang nagawa. No? Parang, for me, no? Ibig sabihin, no, napakaraming tao yung kailangan talaga magbulag-bulagan para dito. Mr. Secretary.
Well, it all starts actually dun po sa project implementing unit. At whoever is implementing the project, Your Honor, from the supervisor, the project engineer, accountant, and everybody.